Wait, I think that might have just worked. Let me see if I can hear that. Hello, team. Hello, hello. Okay, you guys can hear me. Nice. Okay. Welcome to day 2 of the 2026 high school esport state championship here at Innovation Hub. We got a little bit of a late start here, having some technical difficulties here, but we are here nonetheless. And what's new? Beavercreek is dominating their opponent. You know, I was expecting this personally, but oops. What happened? There we go. All right. Seems like we are up and are running here. Hello, hello. We got Danny on the mic as well.
Hello.
Can we hear Danny? Wait, talk again, Danny?
Hello.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yarkano puts in the 9th for Beavercreek here in game 1. Absolutely slaughtering them.
If I remember correctly, yesterday this Athens team got pretty close to taking the game off of Beavercreek. I think one school
Only
did.
one team was able to take a game down. I believe it was Avon, if my memories serves me correctly. But yes, today is the playoffs, so we should be getting some spicy matchups today and crowning a champion at the end of it all as well. Overkill, slotting in an easy shot, making it 11. Just a breakaway opportunity. Athens pushed up a little bit too far. What'd you say? Yep, that link did not make it. It probably like blocks links. Like the push back.
Yeah.
All games today are best of 5s until the grand finals, which that will be a best of 7.
We saw this yesterday. It was by what, 19 goals. Maybe the team.
Yeah, we saw some crazy stuff yesterday from Beavercreek, showing their state winning form here at the tournament that matters the most. Well, maybe not to them. If they win this tournament, they may go on to play nationals. But this is a very key tournament in their stepping stone. And I just want to mention, Yarkano is in the Batmobile, which is kind of crazy. He's looking like peak old. If you know, you know.
I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but one of the players on their team yesterday hit a Cookser pinch. And now they're running the Batmobile.
I bet they did. I know we saw a Cookser pinch, maybe 2, yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was from Beavercreek. That is the first game done and dusted, 1-0 Beavercreek. And just a casual 11-1 game. That's pretty standard here, I would say. Oh, I'm not on the team. Lowbro think he on the team. I'm just a spectator. Okay. Good force back left for Beavercreek. Over to Ops overkill. Gets a little mustard on that one. Griffin Soy's gonna collect the ball. Yarkanu, a little bit of a pincher. And Overkill just gets a nice touch over the defenders and makes it 1-0, main 2. Soy taking the 50. Here, Connor's playing this one off his backboard. Griffin Soy's going to take control, flick over one to a pre-jumping overkill. Gets a touch. Griffin hits it backboard. Overkill slots it in. 2-0. How we feeling today, chat? Who we think's taking home the title today? We thinking Beavercreek? That's what I'm thinking. They do. I believe they will have a tough match coming up in the semifinal. That is a match that they do not want to miss. Be the winner of Avon Lake and another team that I'm blanking on, but it should be good. And it should be a close match. Dawson-Bryant. I'm gonna go on a whim and say Avon Lake takes that one, but not too sure. Got to play the matches to find out. So he's gonna take this one back to his corner. Here, Connor lying in wait. Let's see if he goes for the flick with that Batmobile. Ooh. Good save by Equinox. We see Beavercreek start to mount their pressure, and it's just too much. Nobody had boost. Nobody was on the backboard. Yerkanu slots it an easy one. Overkill going for the airplay. Goes for the reset. Hits it around.
There for the double.
And it's in the net. What a shot. Wow. What an angle. Irkana playing this one to the wall here. Gets a pop over Zimmy. Just throws it on net. Overkill with the shot. Equinox saves. Equinox gonna stay on this one. Gets a good 50. Overkill trying to control this ball in the air and gives it to Yarkana for a slot to the bottom left. Agreed. Looking like their state winning form here. A little bit of a back and forth here. Yarkano going for the Psycho. Didn't quite find the touch he needed. Griffin Soy, good challenge out. Orderly player in the corner. Goes for the ball, ends up getting the boost. Looking a little awkward here. Overkill just leaves it for Yarkanu. Out to the mid, Griffin Soy's waiting. Doesn't quite get it. Passes back to Yarkanu. Here goes Equinox. 50 to the sidewall. Overkill looking for the redirect here. Gets a good touch up to Yarkanu. He's looking for the mid pass to Griffin Soy. Couldn't quite find the shot on target, but a good attempt. They're looking chemi today.
One thing I haven't seen from the Beavercreek today is those double
I'm excited to see them heat up a little bit. They look, you know, given like how they looked yesterday, I think they're starting a little slow. They're not hitting everything they want right now, but I think, yeah, I think as the day goes on, I think they'll heat up. They'll start to show us what they're really made of. As we speak, though, double tap from overkill, slotting it right into that top right with a little bit of bouncing. Equinox going for the solo play in the air. It's quickly cut out by Yerkana. That ball is just going to roll right in. Not if orderly. Not if he has something to say about it. Yerkana going for the reset. One. Just one. It's down.
Beavercreek up 2-0 in the series now.
Does appear on the other Rocket League stream that Avon Lake is up 3-0 in game 2 against Dawson-Bryant. They seem to be cleaning up there, doing pretty well for themselves. As we move into game 3 here, Beavercreek looking to close Athens out. Nice touch over to the corner. Keep control of the ball. Yerkana now back in the octane. A little bit sad he's not in that Batmobile anymore, but gets a nice shot here off the backboard. Good read. .449 left on the clock. Athens have plenty of time to equalize here. Xavier's just going to leave this one for Equinox. Good cut out by Orderly. Force Beavercreek back on defense. Yerkana is going to take a little bit of time. Go for the coast-to-coast air dribble here. Gets a flip reset over to his teammate. Doesn't quite convert into a goal. Doesn't matter when you got Yerkana on your team and Griffin. They'll bail you out. Mechanical mistake coming from Athens. It opens up the scoring opportunities for Beavercreek, definitely. Good demo here from Orderly. I want to see a little bit more physicality if Athens are going to have a chance here. Equinox, one-on-one. Yerkana just plays the ball. Good challenge. Converting into offense off the ceiling. Zimmy gets the save. Griffithsoy to the backboard. We saw Athens, they kept the ball out of the net for longer than I've ever seen before against this team, but still ends up in a Beavercreek goal. The pressure just a little bit too much for them, and Beavercreek go up 2-0. Orderly's getting up quick to this ball. Beats out Yerkana. Griffithsoy slams the ball top right. Is Yerkana there? He is, but couldn't quite slot it in. He's going to cut out, just shoot one on. Seems like the Athens defense got a little bit confused here. Didn't know who was going for the ball. Wasn't sure if Griffin was going to stay on. Didn't really see Yerkana cut in. And it's 3-0 for Beavercreek. Good save. Equinox might get a breakaway opportunity here.
Just wide of the net, goes off the post and up.
A little awkward for Griffin there. Fortunate and convert into an Athens goal. Good fake from Overkill. Looking to get a one-on-one play. Gets pinched mid. No one from Beavercreek to follow, though. Overkill going for the Psycho. Doesn't quite get it. But Yerkano's here to collect. Going for the double tap. Ball over to Yerkano. Let's see what he can get up to here. Flips over one. Just taking it to the sidewall. Overkill taking the ball to the midfield. Cut out by Orderly. Equinox gets possession, but Yerkano just dunks him and has a free shot into the left side net. 4-0 Beavercreek. Off the kickoff here, Griffin Sawyer just gets a quick one. Not too sure what happened here. Oh, it looks like Equinox just messed the kickoff up. Unfortunate, unlucky. Beavercreek extend their lead to 5. You know, not many situations do teams bring that many goals back, and another one from Overkill. This game getting farther and farther away from Athens on a game that they desperately needed to stay alive in the tournament. It's not looking good. Griffin Sawyer's going to take this one up, shows his mechanics. Goes for the double reset. Doesn't even matter. Yerkano's there to pinch it right in. Zimmy break kickoff opportunity here. Overkill stays composed. Gets the save. Good challenge by Orderly, but he's got to stay on this one. Just hits it over to Yerkano. He's going to have a free ball, and not if Equinox has something to say about it.
The shot just
Griffin Sawyer just going to hit this one back to Yerkano. Taking it to the sidewall here. Looking for the pass mid. Looked like Griffin was getting bumped. Couldn't quite get to the ball. Good dunk from Overkill. Yerkano bumped off the ball. Couldn't follow it. Overkill, double tap. Bang, bang.
This is the Beavercreek that we were hoping to see today.
Yeah, this is the Overkill specialty. I feel like I've seen this guy hit the most double taps. He's a double tap specialist. It appears.
Yes, sir. It's extremely consistent.
As we get to the later stages of this game, 8-0 for Beavercreek on match point. They're looking like they're going to be moving to the semis, and Athens will be heading home. Unfortunate, but that's elimination. So one team has to go home, and one team has to move on. So oh, good try there. See if Beavercreek can score any worldies in the closing stages of this game. See if we can get some freestyling going, perhaps. Maybe a Psycho. Here we go, Griffin. Show me what you got. Just banged it. I respect it. Going up in the air. Griffin Soy, a little awkward. Keeps it up. Yerkano jumps. What we got? One reset. Doesn't quite get the second. Overkill's there for the slot. And that's 9-0. A commanding win from Beavercreek. They are here to win. They are here to play in this tournament today.
We will be right back with the next series.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We are here.
Kaboingus and Daniel Flaming back at it.
Back on the cast. If they join the lobby, that is. Oh no. Do we have a match happen? We do not here. Okay. New lobby. Can we match? Oh. Admin. Oh, good spelling. Or create new lobby. What's going on here? Okay, we're creating a lobby. A little bit of delay here. Sorry about that. This is Patty. You know, looking into both of these teams here, Avon and Rossford, I think this one has the potential to go the distance here. On the side of Rossford, we have Barrett, the SSL player, the myth, the magician, the superstar. And then on the side of Avon, we have Juicy Box and his team. So I think they might just be able to do it. They might be able to bring us to 5. I'm very hopeful of a game 5 here. But we'll just have to watch to find out. That's the beauty of it all. We're just here to spectate, you know. Just living great.
We got Avon High School at 2 seed and Rossford High School at 7 seed.
So on paper, Avon is the favorite. But I don't know. I think Rossford has a good shot here. And it looks like we are joining in to the game. Getting started this game 1. Best of 5 is the series. Avon versus Rossford. Let's get started. See Atroy. Looking for the backboards, covered well by the Avon player. Make sure we're on the right teams here, actually. Okay, it's not. Let me switch that. Rossford is in the orange. And Avon is in the blue. We are back here. Juicy Box looking for the backboard. It's covered well by Barrett. He's going to stay on this one. Fusion able to get a good touch. Gets another down. Good try by Atroy. Looks like Judd's got bumped out here. It's up to Barrett to get this one out. Looked like his teammate got in the way a little bit, but it works out. And Avon here have a lot of sustained pressure, and it's a good pass mid from Juicy Box, and Fusion IQ slots it in between the defenders. Good kickoff from Rossford, forcing his back right. Ray is a little bit awkward in net, just going to leave it for Judge to clear it out. Back on to the Avon side. Rossford putting the pressure on now. Gets a pop mid. Fusion looking a little awkward on the sidewall read there. Juicy Box misses the ball. It's a breakaway opportunity here for Judge. Perhaps a 2-on-1. He's opts to play time, and Barrett is going to take over. Barrett collects the mid boost, goes off the wall. We know how dangerous he is in these positions. Goes for the fake. Flicks over, takes it to the corner, opts to keep possession rather than going for the instant play there. Good challenge from Reyes, just forcing a touch out of Juicy Box. Judge is a little awkward on the near post. It's a good bump. And Barrett narrowly misses the ball, and Juicy Box able to capitalize. 2-0, Avon.
Really good demo out of Fusion.
Yeah, great demo. It is not easy to demo the enemy when they're in the air. And that Avon player made it look easy. Barrett looking for the solo play here, a little awkward. Looks like an accidental backflip. Read well by the Avon defense. Barrett gets a good demo, keeps possession too. It gets forced back a little bit to Judge. Just hits this one forward. It's a free clear for Juicy Box. Barrett trying to beat out his man there. Fusion puts one near post. Troy's gonna have a little bit of time in this corner, but hits it straight into Barrett's arms. Gets it mid for his teammate. He misses. Judge is able to bail him out there. He's gonna take this one to the wall. Looks a little bit awkward here for Rossford. Low boost, but they do have possession of the ball. They could play it slow. Gets a little bit of a high touch there. Awkward 50 in the middle. Saved out by Barrett. Judge goes under Fusion. Still gets a piece of it, however. Barrett over to Reyes. Opts to hit it to the sidewall there. Reyes faking out. Not too sure if that was intentional, but a great bump from Barrett to get Juicy Box off the shot. But pressure is still sustained from Avon. They just keep grabbing that mid boost and turning back in and going for more plays. Rossford trying to break out. Finally, Barrett gets a good 50. And a little bit of offense here for Rossford, but it's quickly broken up by Juicy Box as he gets a free ball with a lot of boost. Gets faked out. Barrett reads it all the way. Judge looking for the mid pass. Juicy Box reads it easily. Even gets it over Reyes, who gets a bump. Good pass mid. Oh, looks like a fart flip from Judge. He just messed it up a little bit. Looked like he was trying to double jump and inputted his left stick on accident and just kind of side flip. That's unfortunate for Judge. Good save from Barrett. He dives across the net. He's really keeping Rossford, in this game. And he looks to get a reset on the opposite side. The ball just falls out for Judge. Gets loses possession, really, mid. It's a free clear out for Avon. The ball just kind of getting played in the midfield. Fusion gonna look mid. No one's there. Barrett's gonna have a free touch to the sidewall. It gets 50, and Rossford are gonna need to score like right now if they want to have a chance, and it's not looking good. It does look like this ball is gonna stay up, but when it drops, Avon will take game one in a 2-0 fashion. Not super dominant, but they did hold most of the pressure, out shooting Rossford 12 shots to 1. That is an impressive stat line for Avon. I mean, they just held all the pressure that game. All right. Game 2. Let's see what Rossford has in response. They had some good looks that game, I will say. And off the back of some great defense from Barrett, I mean, anything is possible here. If we see... Oh my goodness, that is not what I was expecting. I think we saw a goal similar to this yesterday from Yerikano, I believe, on Beavercreek. I guess we're just sidewall redirecting it into our own net at this tournament. That's what it seems like. And, I mean, it's big for Rossford. That's their first goal of the series. And you can't help but feel like, oh, man, I was just about to say, you can't help but feel like Avon might be kicking themselves later, but they get it right back. tying the score 1-1. It's basically just 0-0 at this point, and we play on with 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Barrett gonna sidewall touch. He gets the read, but Juicy Box is looking quick this series. I will say he's looking good for his team. But Fusion for the shot there, it's saved out. As Juicy Box has a little bit of time and space here, goes for the flick, doesn't quite get what he wanted there. And it's an easy save for Barrett. He clears out the ball into an Avon defender and just taps the ball down to Juicy Box and able to collect the 50. And now they have a little bit of pressure here. Good save from Barrett. Follow-up save needed from the backboard. Reyes, oh, he gets faked out, but Barrett gets another hero touch. This guy is Rossford's superhero, and he's just staying on the ball. Reyes gets bumped into the save. I'm not sure if that's what Fusion wanted there, but it works out. Barrett, awkward on the backboard, gets a misread. A good bump sweeping through, but Barrett's able to recover. This is a good bit of pressure here from Avon, and the breakaway flick from Barrett isn't good enough. It's saved away, and a Rossford opportunity goes wayward. Good bumps. Barrett gets the quick speed flip to the right side to get the save. Low boost scenario, just kind of had to hope and pray it wasn't going to be a fake, and it ended up working out. Judge gets beat out by Atroy. Low boost, but he could still possibly make something happen here, especially if Barrett misses the ball. And that's a tough one to give up. This game was looking close. It was close. It was tied up. And you can't be losing goals like that to Avon because they have all the pressure. It's important to not make those mechanical errors because Avon will punish. Barrett, low boost in net, a little bit awkward here. Nobody going for the ball on the Rossford side. Barrett's able to get back to it after picking up a couple boost pads, little mini pads, if you will. Barrett, a little awkward in front of the net, but he's able to get the second touch to block out the shot. Still low boost, goes for the Cookser pinch, but it just goes straight up, and the ball is still on the orange side here for Rossford. And another goal from Juicy Box extends the lead to two goals. 3-1 now for Avon. They're looking dominant. They're keeping the pressure, and they're scoring. And Rossford just can't keep up. They're able to make these hero saves, but their boost keeps going lower and lower, and Avon, the pressure just keeps going. And they're just able to score off of their insane pressure. Atroy is going to play this one to the right side. Perhaps a breakaway opportunity here for Rossford. Barrett's going to play on this one, looking for a challenge. Collects the mid boost there. Perhaps a little bit of sustained pressure here for Rossford if they can convert the ball, but it seems like Avon gets back possession. It goes mid for Juicy Box, and Atroy gets the last touch on it. I believe it was in already, but he's just styling on them. Good fake kickoff from Reyes. Goes right into the hands of Barrett, but they aren't able to capitalize.
I think this Rossford team is still on it. They just really, I think they need to utilize Barrett. I think he needs to start hitting solo plays.
Yeah, it feels like Barrett is using all of his boost to save his team, like make these heroic saves. He just doesn't have any boost for the counterattack, and he's really their main weapon here for Rossford. And I think we need to see more saves coming out from his teammates so he can get on that offensive. Oh, here it is. It's a free shot, but Barrett misses. He's going to want that one back as the deficit remains 3, and it gets added another one for Avon off of Fusion's shot.
Judge with an unfortunate mistouch, passed it right to the other team.
Barrett couldn't get back. Wow, 5-1 for Avon. After that game one, it was feeling like we might have a close series on our hands, but Avon running away with this one. They're looking dominant.
Rossford can get those two other players to force for Barrett, give him the space to do a solo play. We could see a closer game.
I believe so too. I think if I'm Barrett, I'm telling my teammates, go challenge for me. Like, go, just dive at the ball. I need it 50 back so I can cook. If that's what I'm saying if I'm Barrett. But it looks like Juicy Box is just him. Goes for the reset and gets it mid. Quick little update. UC Bearcats Black qualified for Voland.
Just seated there.
Just kidding. Danny was showing me wrong information. That was a joke. Rossford get another goal, maybe a little bit of momentum going into the third game to get the reverse sweep going. But Avon winning 6-2 here in game 2. What a showing. Again, just look at that shot stat line. The only shots for Rossford came from Barrett, and those were just breakaway opportunities. And you see 6 saves coming out from Barrett. He's just constantly needing to make these hero saves, and it's just not enough. 20 shots to 4. Going into game 3 here, Rossford, they're going to need to step it up. They're going to need a lot. They're going to need a miracle here if they're going to stay in this game. We got Shaka Rama Lama in the bottom corner. All right, here we go. Fusion IQ leaving this one out for Atroy. Judds gets dunked out by Fusion. No respect.
Bounce up, quick beat.
Barrett's gonna control this one. A little bit of boost in the tank, but the quick challenges from Fusion.
Unfortunate 50 in his net.
It seems like Avon know how to play this. They know the threat is Barrett, and they know they just need to challenge him early. They know if Barrett is not on the ball, Rossford will not be winning the game, and they play it so beautifully. And off the kickoff, Atroy slots in a nice shot in the bottom right, just around the defender.
It's not looking good for Rossford. I think they need to reevaluate how they're playing against this Avon team. Maybe change something up. Look for more demos.
I agree. I think Judge and Reyes, they need to get active. They need to start driving around, being annoying for the other team, and let Barrett really cook. Like you see here, he has time and space on the ball, but he just has no boost to do anything. And that's a great shot from Atroy. Oh my goodness. Three 0 here for Avon and Rossford. I mean, after losing 6-2 in the last one and a close game in the game 1, this is looking dire. They're gonna need a miracle here. Barrett's gonna have to start priming. And he just might, but he narrowly misses off the crossbar, but Judds follows the play. This is what you like to see. Barrett making the play, getting it backboard. Judds has a not a free shot, but he slots it right side of the net. And Rossford get a quality goal there. Reyes beats the ball, but it's a good reaction from Judds. Oh no! It's awkward on the goal line. 2 people jump, no connection made, and wow. It looks like Reyes called and just Judds couldn't trust, and just no contact was made. Nobody knew who was going. And that's 4-1 now for Avon. 3:30 left on the clock. Rossford Gonna need to start scoring soon if they want to bring this one back. And it starts with Barrett here on the offense. He has the reset. Goes for the back tough reset. Yeah. Interesting play. Gets 50 down mid. Ochoy goes for the shot, but you see.
I'd like to see Barrett utilize his solo play better instead of going for some show-off mechanics. Maybe going for a simple air dribble that just gets it past the other
Like a
team.
double reset, I'm just not too sure. I mean, if he ends up getting it mid for his team, but his team just can't react in time. They're not ready.
Barrett up and he scores.
Barrett's able to play off his own play here. Judge does get a crucial touch around Fusion, though, and Barrett's able to capitalize. Fusion off the sidewall here. Let's see if he's Mechie. Gets it over to his teammate in Juicy Box, but Barrett, another heroic save there. Oh, Juicy Box a little whiffy. Barrett has time and space, flicks one. Great challenge by Fusion. I keep seeing Barrett on the ball, and Fusion, no hesitation. Jumps right at the ball. That's what he needs to be doing, and he does it great.
Great save.
Fusion. Fusion's having a great game here. Just over the defender, making it 5-2 for Avon. And they're looking to close this one out in 3. Juicy Box, a little bit of an attempt here to get around Barrett, but Barrett able to block it out, waiting for Reyes' touch. It's a little awkward. Reyes hits it to the corner. Barrett's gonna collect, but it's a Juicy Box waiting for the challenge. And Barrett isn't able to get much going here for the offense. Judge left in an awkward situation there. Just couldn't get the right touch, and Avon capitalized.
A minute 45 left to move on. Rossford had to make some crazy plays. Scored pretty quickly to stay in this game, but it's not looking good for them.
Indeed, not looking good at all. 6-2, this was the final score of last game. Let's see if Rossford can get a different ending for themselves. Fusion hits this one into a waiting Reyes. He gets the save over to the backboard. Barrett, just clears that one out and bumps into his teammate in the sidewall. Fusion, a little bit awkward on the aerial there, but doesn't really matter. They're up 4 goals. They don't need to be clinical anymore. Feels like they already have won this game. Juicy Box looking to get a little bit stylish here. If you got a little bit more mustard on that, could have been crazy. Ooh, good bump attempt, but Fusion again, man. He knows how to challenge Barrett. It's very hard trying to solo play against 3 players back in net. If one person just jumps right at the ball and just ignores the player, the attacker either has to make a move or they're just bumped. And in many cases, it doesn't end up happening. It's very rare to see 1v3 plays in a 3v3 scenario. And Avon up 7-2 now. I don't think the comeback is happening, and they will close this one out 3-0. And they're just going to be looking for the ground here. Maybe another goal, perhaps. But no, it goes down, and Avon 3-0. And Rossford are unfortunately going home. Very valiant attempt. I think their game 1 looked pretty solid, but after that, Avon just started ramping up, and I mean, you can see from the shots there, they were just so dominant in this series. Up next, I believe we have our first semifinal match And I believe it's Beavercreek versus Avon Lake, which is an absolute heater. So you do not want to miss that one. I have been Kaboy Miss and Danny. I haven't been Danny. I've been Kaboy Miss here with Danny, and we'll see you guys after a quick break. Hello, hello, and welcome back to Esports Ohio 2026 State Championship Playoffs. We are here with Beavercreek versus Avon Lake. Possibly matchup of the tournament here. These two teams, in my opinion, have looked the best from their respective groups. And it looks like we're getting straight into it here. An exciting match played on Champions Field here. Game 1. Let's do it.
Two most mechanical teams at this event.
Most well-rounded teams as well. I would like to point out all three players sitting right around the same rank, it appears, on both teams. So very cohesive teams here. Should expect a lot of good plays, a lot of good defense as well. Let's get right into it. Starting off, just the ball going back and forth a little bit here. No sustained pressure just yet. Maybe an opportunity here for overkill. Puts it on target.
Space, zero boost, and then it's gonna be shot on target. 6 by Kobe.
Kobe going big there. Really needed to make that save, or it was a Beavercreek goal, and he pulled through. Now, Beavercreek on offense, sustaining pressure. They're starting to get into the rhythm of things, and Yerikanu beats his man and gives overkill. A free shot on net. Beavercreek 1-0.
Really struggling with the boost. They were 0 for about 30 seconds there.
Yeah, and that's what we've seen with Beavercreek so far. When they get their opposite team on defense, they just swarm. They take all the boost, all the small pads too, and they just maintain pressure so well, and it's so hard to break out. But here, Nexus gets a flip off the backboard to commit for Beavercreek. Counter-attack opportunity for Avon Lake, but a little bit disconnected there. It looks like it could have been an own goal pass, but doesn't come out to fruition here for Avon Lake. Super Space Ace, a little bit of time and space, sees one pre-jumping, flicks it over, but overkill. Gets the read. What a pre-jump. Griffin Soy clears out to Kobe. Nexus gets the 50. A little bit awkward here for Avon Lake. No one on the ball. They break out.
Kobe seems to be really struggling with boost, man. Looks to be 0 about 75% of this matchup.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's tough out here getting those boost pads in these big pressure matches. And Kobe is going to play this one out to the sidewall. Met off the ceiling by overkill. Great challenge. Super Space Ace remains calm, but Yerikanu with a quick challenge will be able to block it out. Nexus on this ball. Overkill just reads the fake, gets a free touch onto the backboard. It's cleared out though. No goal yet for Beavercreek, but they are pressing. A little bit awkward here on the Avon Lake side. But Kobe able to bail them out. He has a little bit of time here. Just plays it to the corner. Yerikanu beats. Overkill. Goes for the reset. And wow, it just gets put in. Looks like nobody on Avon Lake was able to make contact. The ball was just bouncing super slowly. And a great bump from Griffin Soy to force Nexus off the ball. Great kickoff from Yerikanu, and Griffin Soy is able to slot in a free one. See here on the kickoff. Yeah, it looks like the player going for the right boost didn't turn towards net after the kickoff. I believe it was Kobe. Just, I feel like in this situation, you always have to turn towards net. Unless if you are certain the ball isn't going to be in a dangerous spot after kickoff. Super Space Ace gets a good save there. Kobe's able to follow. Overkill on this one. Gets a good dunk too. Kobe is met at the backboard by Griffin Soy. A little bit of possession here for Beavercreek, but it's blocked out by Super Space Ace. Good dunk. Not able to get anything else on it, however. Kobe jumps, gets bumped out by Griffin. little bit of a counterattack here for Avon, but there's no boost. And Beavercreek is able to get back quick enough to block out the play. A little bit of offense here for Avon Lake, but you see again, they just don't have boost. And Nexus,
Good ball by. I actually did not see who that was, but
Griffin
that's a
Soy,
great
I believe. Did he get the bump or did Nexus just miss? Nexus just missed, but I think if he was in the path of the ball, he would have been bumped anyway, so didn't really matter in the end. But that's a 4th goal for Beavercreek. They're coming out dominant in this game 1. They want to have no doubts in themselves. It seems like they're confident. Avon Lake, we know they're capable. We know they can compete in this series. They just don't look comfortable yet. And Beavercreek is taking advantage. Kobe beat out again by overkill. Griffin Soy just takes time and fakes out Super Space Ace. He's looking a little silly on the goal line. And that's 6-0 for Beavercreek. And what I thought was going to be a close match is just a domination from Beavercreek.
I mean, this just doesn't even look like Avon Lake that we saw yesterday. I think they're not used to teams like Beavercreek giving them no space. I mean, we saw a lot of passing plays in the air from this Avon team, but honestly, they've been very grounded this series.
Oh, opportunity slips right past. Kobe gets a good 50 mid, and I believe in the midfield with Super Space Ace just didn't react quick enough. Although this game is well out of reach now with the time remaining, getting 1 goal on the board maybe gives a little bit of confidence here on the Avon Lake side. Like, yeah, just a little bit of momentum. 1 goal.
This loss makes me question if Avon Lake will substitute their 4th player in like they did previously.
That's a good
yesterday.
point, yeah. They are operating under a 4-man roster, I believe. Auxer is their current benched player. And I'm actually curious to see if they'll bring in Auxer. That is now 1-0 for Beavercreek, taking game 1 in dominant fashion over Avon Lake. Moving into game 2, I think from Avon Lake, we need to see a little bit more confidence. They're just getting stuck in their back third. I think they just need a little bit more offense. And in transition, they need more boost so they can capitalize on Beavercreek's offensive missteps. But this is not a misstep. Yerakanu beats 1, overkill, slots it, bottom left. No one's saving that one.
Looks like we saw a hard change out of Kobe's
No substitution indeed. I believe it was Nexus the other day we saw getting subbed out. He is still in the lobby. So we remain with the same 3 players. Super Space Ace going up in the air, looking for the reset cut out by Yerakanu. Griffin Soy on the challenge. Kobe just beats him out, has a little bit of possession here. Griffin's going to turn and chow. This is a little bit of time for Nexus, but overkill. Quick on the ball. Pinch almost went into the net, just slightly wide. That could have been really bad there for Avon Lake. I feel like they need to get a goal quick here before Beavercreek can start to mount their lead. Griffin Soy upfield. Good bump from Nexus. I really like that, just cutting out the mid player, making sure there's no threat on the shot. Nexus taking a hard touch to the corner. He's going to be able to stay on this one. Gets a couple of good touches. Griffin Soy loose out into the middle. Kobe just pops it up. Taking their time with this offensive approach. I don't mind it. They're starting to suffocate a little bit. Perhaps getting some boost pads. As this ball's cleared out, Kobe, good controlling touch, isn't able to get the second on it. And that's the Avon Lake offense fizzling out as Beavercreek getting back on the blue side of the field. They're looking to extend their lead here, already having 1 goal. Good clear out there from overkill, just eliminating the Avon Lake pressure. It feels like Beavercreek have such a good sense for when they need to boom the ball, and they boom the ball and they get a good opportunity.
Top left ends for shot.
What a shot indeed, and Beavercreek now 2-0 up in this game too. This is not what you want to see as an Avon Lake fan. They are still not on the board. And it's more offense here from Beavercreek as well. Good demo from Nexus. It's his second this game. I like them getting a little bit more aggressive on the bumps, but that's just a good shot from Yerikanu off of a good pass from Overkill as well. Realizes that Super Space Ace has no boost, and there's no one even close to cut. Just gets a great pass mid and a shot to the left side of the net. Beavercreek back on the offensive here off the kickoff. A little bit of a counterattack here for Avon Lake, but it's cut out quick by Yerikanu. Super Space Ace playing up off the ceiling. I think what I want to see more from Avon Lake as well is them following each other's touches a little bit better. It feels like sometimes they just hit the ball into Beavercreek controlled space, and Beavercreek is just able to take control of the ball and make a play out of it. Feels like Avon Lake aren't really noting their teammates' position. They're just kind of going for shots on net. But this one looks like it could be an opportunity if the bump comes through, but the Beavercreek player was able to dodge it and get the save. Yerikanu looking for the double, doesn't quite find it. Good bump by Griffin Soy. Oh, a little bit of a team bump, allowing Avon Lake to settle here. Maybe a little bit of time to get boost. Yep, Super Space Ace gets the back boost, flicks it over one. Overkill, awkward shot from Super Space Ace.
Follow up by Nexus missed a crossbar.
Oh my goodness, off the post. And the follow-up off the crossbar.
They just can't seem to put it in.
The second man was a little bit too close, and it's a shot from Nexus. Avon Lake are on the board off of a great play by Kobe. Good 50 mid Nexus shot. That's what we like to see from Avon Lake, following up on each other's touches. If they can get another quick one here, they are not out of this game just yet. But Beavercreek, they're going to want this one down, done, and over.
Definitely seeing a lot of improvement in this Avon Lake team. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're starting to warm up a little bit into the series. It seems starting to defend a little bit better, attack as a unit. As you see, Kobe going for the bump there. If that worked out, that would have been a great play. I like the ideas. Griffin Soy, great flick, and it's over the top of Super Space Ace. That might just secure this game too. Avon Lake forced into a reverse sweep scenario if they cannot, outside of a miracle here really. They're gonna need 3 goals, and they're gonna need them quick.
And really can't blame the Avon Lake team for overcommitting there. They really needed that goal. It looks like this game is just going to be over in Beavercreek's favor.
Yep, and another one just going in off of a great challenge by Yerikanu. 5-1. I think the key for Avon Lake in Game 3 is just scoring a goal. It seems, scoring a goal early, that is. When they get a goal, it feels like they gained a lot more confidence in their offensive attacking side after the goal. I think they just need one more goal in the next game to really get their confidence up. It's a good catch from Super Space Ace. Maybe a goal here for the consolation, but not quite. Beavercreek 2-0 in the series, and forcing Avon Lake, if they want to win, if they want to stay alive in the tournament, it demands a reverse sweep. right. Getting into game 3 here. Avon Lake. Let's see what they got. Had some good looks at the end of the game 2 there, but let us see if they can get some more going for them. Kobe, low boost, gonna opt for a flick over. No one's there mid. Oh, actually, Auxer subbing in for Nexus, just quietly there. Interesting play in the third game, because I feel like at this point in the series, you have your third player who's already warmed up into the series, and now you're throwing in a completely new guy. Maybe he was sitting in training or free play, but I don't know. I feel like maybe this late in the series, not the play, but maybe I'll be proved wrong. Maybe Auxer is the answer here for Avon Lake. Kobe off the backboard here. It's a breakaway opportunity. Overkill has it covered all the way. He's going to take this back boost and jump again. Auxer's beat out. No follow, however. Super Space Ace hitting this to the wall. Kobe's there to collect. A little bit of an awkward touch. Shot on from Yerkanu, saved by Super Space Ace as he looks for the 50. Griffin Soy with the bump. Overkill was up quick, but Kobe was quicker.
Beavercreek pressure is just, it's too much, I think, for Avon Lake to handle. They're just stuck on their hat.
Kobe gets a necessary boost pad there and gets it over Yerkanu. This is a great play from Kobe. It doesn't even matter if they score, just getting the ball around the first man, allowing his teammates to go get boost is so crucial, and they might be able to start their offense here. Yerkanu says no, goes to the reset, far side, just off the post. Auxer booms it to the right side. Griffin Soy booms it to the backboard. Hits it again. Super Space Ace is there covering, but Overkill. Ooh, it was a little scary there. Good flick.
I'm really liking this control that they have a Super Space Ace. I think he's doing a great job.
I think that's what they need too. Just slowing the play down after a long defensive stand, allowing his teammates to get boost. Much needed boost. Super Space Ace hits it around 1. Just opts to hit it strong. Maybe expecting a quicker challenge there. Overkill collects this in the corner. A little awkward, but a good bailout demo from Yerkanu. Fakes it a little bit, holds the flip Super Space Ace, but blocked out by Griffin Soy.
By Kobe. Really cut off by Griffin Soy.
And this is the best look for Avon Lake we've seen this series. No Beavercreek goals yet. 0-0. 3 minutes have been played in this game. They're holding on for dear life here, though. And they've even had some good offensive looks, too. Maybe Auxer is him.
I mean, yeah, I don't think any team at this event so far has held Beavercreek to a game this close without a goal being scored. They usually score within the first minute.
That's true. I think this is the closest game Beavercreek has played. Maybe other than the one game they lost yesterday to Avon, I believe. But Yerkanu looking for mid, but gets a hard pinch. Griffin Soy, weak touch, cleared out easily by Super Space Ace. Overkill looking for the mid pass, just a little bit too strong, a little bit too far left. And Griffin Soy gonna collect on the backboard. Free touch from Super Space Ace. Yerkanu on the ball. Good cutout by Super Space Ace. That could have been deadly there if no challenge came in. It's a little bit awkward here, but free boom.
Overcome up by Ops. Overkill. Nice read by Kobe.
Kobe couldn't get a mid. Third man, Super Space Ace, doesn't commit. Very smart, just waiting for the 1v1. Picks his time to challenge, and he gets the save.
And Super Space Ace, like, great defense for Avon Lake right now.
Auxer, good 50 on the sidewall. Yerkanu might just end it himself.
Great block by Kobe.
Super Space Ace, a little bit of time on the ball, but it's a quick jump by Griffin Soy. Feels like Super Space Ace is the danger man here on Avon Lake, and Beavercreek know that. They're challenging quick. Yerkanu over to the sidewall. Griffin Soy collects. Super Space Ace with a quick challenge. Pinching the ball over to the other side of the pitch. Good touch from Yerkanu, keeping this one up. They want the goal. They want to end this now. Yerkanu, this one's just going to drop down to the ground, and we have overtime in Game 3. Yerkanu, a little awkward in the corner here. Ceiling challenge by Kobe. Overkill. Gets beat out by Auxer. Low boost breakaway for Avon Lake here. Gets a, Space Ace gets a good beat. Kobe.
They can't capitalize on it.
Good try. That felt like that could have been it right there. A great opportunity gone to the wayside, and now Beavercreek on the opposing side coming downfield, but Avon Lake mid-pass to Kobe just pops it up the butt from Super Space Ace, but Griffin Soy with a great cut, saving his team on the defense, but pressure still stands for Avon Lake. Griffin Soy clears one out. Super Space Ace dodges the bunt, realizes his time, nobody's pressuring the ball, very smart play from him. Yerkanu looking for the double, gets a piece of it. Beavercreek starting to control a little bit. That was a little dicey there. Good save, though. Kobe looking for the sidewall off the corner, actually. That would have been crazy. Good try. Kobe. Oh, my goodness. Kobe has shot the ball.
By Super Space.
Kobe keeps shooting and keeps missing. But good opportunities nonetheless for Avon Lake. They're starting to get these shots on target, or shots near the net. Good 50 from Super Space Ace. It's covered out by Overkill.
To back head for his teammate, but no one to follow once again.
Kobe up to the backboard. Nobody's there to meet him. Griffin Soy, big miss. And Kobe capitalizes.
Avon Lake takes their first game.
With Avon's tournament life on the line, they clutch up in an important game at that. And there is life in this series. I would say just move your mic closer.
It is.
Oh, it is pretty cool. Avon Lake showing their ice there. It feels like I don't even know if Auxer was the difference. Auxer played a fine game there, but it just felt like they were able to fend off the Beavercreek offense a little bit better, and their counterattack opportunities just looked more threatening this game. I feel like they were actually in this game, and you see on the shots, Yerkanu had 8, but they were still outshot, or I believe an even 9-9. So definitely playing a lot better in that Game 3, and when they needed a game the most, they took it.
Maybe that sub-in was the correct move for Avon Lake. Maybe they should have done it earlier in the series, and it could bite them back now that they haven't.
Perhaps. I was the one questioning if the move was a good idea. Oh my gosh, Beavercreek getting shaky. That was an open net. Blasted into the crossbar. Kobe, breakaway opportunity, flicks one. Griffin Soy gets the save. Kobe cut. Looking for the shot. Griffin Soy, easy save. But Kobe is just a pain in Beavercreek's side. He keeps challenging and making Beavercreek sweat. Super Space is up quick. Too committed for Beavercreek. Good cut from Griffin. He doesn't make contact. Super Space Ace.
Up with the shot. Blocked by Ops Overkill.
The shots aren't going in for Avon Lake, but you see the pressure that they have. The good bump from Kobe. It's around him, but it's barely off the post.
This Avon Lake team has really ramped up their offense. They are cutting off every opportunity that Beavercreek is creating.
Griffin Soy off the post. Yerkanu follow-up shot
Great
was
block
not
by Super
in.
Space.
We are watching Beavercreek crumble. They've had 2 free looks at the net this game and couldn't capitalize. Super Space Ace. Good cutout at the midfield. Gets bumped away. Super Space Ace. Great bump, but Griffinsoy was quick to cover that one. Yerakanu lurking. Just trying to stay on this one, trying to be annoying. Super Space Ace staying calm and net, knowing there was no threat. Oh my goodness! Oh, a bad miss. Low boost though, super awkward. Who was it? Overkill just gets a good touch there off the post. And Griffinsoy able to follow up. Converting on an opportunity this game. 1 goal for Beavercreek. Super Space A is going to stay on this one. Just looking for challenges, looking to be annoying. Yerakanu, a little bit of boost, a little bit of time, misses the ball. Oh no, the front post rotation, but Auxer's able to bail him out. And on the counterattack, Yerakanu holds his nerve and is able to make the save. But I like the pressure we're seeing from Avon Lake. This is a completely different team from the first 2 games. Super Space Ace fakes one, it's mid.
Great pass by Super Space and great follow by Kobe that leads to a goal to tie the series, tie the game.
Tie the game indeed. That is a crucial goal. We've seen Beavercreek, once they get a goal, they start to ramp it up. They start to really pile them on, and Avon Lake just tying it up, stopping that momentum is so big if they want to have a chance here. Super Space Ace.
Saved by Super Space. He is a great defender on this Avon Lake side. He has saved them many times.
He's going to need to save him again off the backboard. He's there to meet it. Low boost mid. Kobe just going to opt to take it solo. Overkill. Controlling this one to the sidewall here. He's actually opting to go for the double. It's over to Avon Lake defender. Space Ace trying to control this one. Realizes he has a little bit of time. Flicks it over the first chow. Good bump on Overkill. Kobe, a little bit of time. Plays the 50. Griffinsoy is quick with the challenge. And Overkill has a free open net is what I thought. Wow, what a save that was from Super Space Ace, but no one else to bail him out. And Beavercreek go up 2-1 in this game 4, a crucial game here. They do not want to be getting put to game 5. At that point, it would be anybody's game. Beavercreek wanting to end this one here. It's a breakaway opportunity.
That third man just pushed up way too far. He overcommitted, leading to an open net.
Avon Lake realizing they need a goal if they want to bring this one to overtime. Maybe got a little bit too antsy trying to get the goal. Yerakanu, patient as he ever is on the squishy save, just waiting there. Knows he's not going to get bumped. Kobe gets demoed there, but bumps Griffin off the ball. Super Space Ace cutting the ball around into the corner, into the mid. Cut out by Griffinsoy. Has a little bit of control here. Kobe is going to play this one to the corner here. Space Ace gets a little bit of musty on it, I believe. But still, Avon Lake on the defensive. Good pinch out from Alex. They're going to buy a little bit of time. And Super Space Ace was actually upfield waiting for that. Gets the top left boost and demoed for his effort, but good boost grab nonetheless. Overkill. Pass over to Yerakanu. Oh, what a play
from Beavercreek.
And it looks like Auxer, I think Yerakanu was in Auxer's blind spot. He just couldn't see him. And just sneaks up and shoots the ball bottom right. And that seems like that is the dagger. Beavercreek. Unless a kickoff goal here for Avon Lake. Overkill misses the ball, not punished for it. And that felt like that was the last chance for Avon Lake to get back into this one. And Beavercreek gonna take this one 3-1. But I think Avon Lake had a pretty good showing here.
I have to agree with you there. Honestly, I'm impressed with how this
Wow, what a
Beavercreek
shot from
team
Overkill. Jeez Louise.
bounces back after a loss. I mean, they do not get in their heads at all.
Just silently here, Overkill, a little reset to the backboard, flips it right into the top right. Great shot. Doesn't mean anything, but you know, a little consolation goal going into the grand finals, which Beavercreek advances there. They now are in the grand finals waiting for the winner of Avon and St. Xavier. So that should be a banger matchup as well. Avon Lake, valiant effort here today, but they are unfortunately eliminated, going home. Top 4 placement though, not bad. GG's. Beavercreek take the series 3-1 and advance to the grand final, which we will be throwing it to a transition, and we will see you guys for the grand final. Beavercreek versus the winner of Avon St. Xavier. Stay tuned.
watching what they came to see. I open up the curtain. Oh my, pandemonium is showtime. Imagine if I acknowledge me or not, that don't really.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to the mainstream of the 2026 Esport Ohio Championships. We are here at State. The grand final, best of 7, Beavercreek versus Avon. Not to be confused with Avon Lake, who just played them, but Avon. So we are looking to get started here. I think Avon, they're going to need to step up here against Beavercreek. Beavercreek looked really dominant in their game over Avon Lake. Every game a shutout except for game 3, I believe. And
Avon was the only team to take a game off of Beavercreek yesterday.
that's true. Only one to give them a challenge.
So hopefully they step it up from yesterday. Maybe
Maybe
the
2
series.
games, maybe 3, maybe 4, who knows? As letting the teams know that we are ready here. All right, here we go. Grand final kicking off. Avon versus Beavercreek. Best of 7. Let's get it done here. Ball into the side of Beavercreek here. A little bit of control from Yerikanu. Good low 50.
Nice read by Griffin Soy. Could have been an open net.
Counterattack opportunity here for Avon. Juicy Box now in the Octane. I believe he was in the Fennec earlier. Fusion actually had a great series, I believe, against their first round matchup in Rossford. Looking at him to be the step-up player. Him and Juicy Box and Atroy, honestly. Just as much as Beavercreek are a 3-headed force, Avon as well have 3 very solid players, and they're showing it here. Atroy getting the pass off the backboard. Fusion slot over Griffin Soy's head. Game 1, 1-0. Beavercreek, or Avon, sorry. Overkill, taking this one up to the air. Air dribbles over 1. Juicy Box gets a good touch off the backboard. Fusion, good block out. But, oh my gosh, pinched over the Griffin Soy. He couldn't react in time to get the shot off, but does well in the end. Fusion IQ last back here. You know, that mistouch there doesn't end up costing them anything, but if he continues to have mechanical errors, then, well, prime example right here, Yerikanu is going to capitalize. A little bit of a whiffy, maybe a little bit of out of position for Fusion, and Yerikanu's there. Back corner kickoff for Beavercreek. Griffin Soy.
Blocked by Fusion to cut off that solo play.
Juicy Box. Atroy going off the wall here. Griffin Soy gets the block. Great 50 indeed. Overkill. Looking to play this one slow. Actually keeps control of it. Goes for the reset. Didn't get all 4 wheels on the ball, so no reset acquired. Griffin Soy taking this one to the backboard. He's automatic here, but he doesn't quite find it. Follow up by Yerikanu's good. And we see this time and time again. Beavercreek, they're so good with the solo plays, forcing 1, 2 defenders to jump for the ball. And it's just easy for their second or third man to clean up and get an easy tap in. 2-1 for Beavercreek. 3 minutes still on the clock for Avon, and they're looking pretty solid here in this game 1. Looking like they have a chance here. And that's not all too common for teams against Beavercreek. It almost always seems like the other team is just one step below Beavercreek. But here, Avon stepping up to the plate. Juicy Box. No, realizes there's no one on the backboard.
Great double out of Juicy Box. And honestly, it looked like it was saved on our screen. The ball went back out.
Yeah, Juicy Box just doing well to stay with the ball, dunking it in despite Yerikanu getting a piece of it. Great recognition that the backboard was open. Goes for the double tap, secures the tie, And now Beavercreek back on offense here. Oh, a little awkward from Atroy. Juicy Box bails him out. Yaricano needs to make a save. Oh my god. That would have been disastrous for Beavercreek there. Looked like he almost slotted it in his own net. Pass out to Yaricano. Shot saved by Atroy. Counterattack opportunity for Avon. Beats one defender. One on the backboard. Fusion a little too close, but Atroy. One there. Shot. Slow shot. Free save from Griffin Soy. See the ball playing back onto this Avon side. Out in front of the net. No danger, though. No one there to capitalize. Fusion hitting one up here to Juicy Box. Doesn't quite make contact, but Griffin Soy a little awkward. Atroy off the backboard. Quick follow from Juicy Box.
Trying to keep it in, keep that pressure against the Beavercreek team. They're doing a really great job doing that this series. I mean, a lot of teams are struggling against the pressure from the Beavercreek team.
I agree. They're taking boosts and keeping the play in the Beavercreek side longer than any other team. As I say that, Beavercreek back on offense. Griffin Soy there to cut out the midfield pass. Quick chow from Overkill into the shot.
Great touch by Atroy.
Very crucial touch at that too. Would have been a goal.
Great bump out of him as well. Yaricano will take hold of the ball, gets a nice touch out to Juicy Box.
Dunked out by Yaricano. Oh my gosh. The double dunk there. Very well played, but well covered as well by Atroy. Griffin, you see him stealing the mid boost. A little bit of a mistouch there from Overkill. Might give Avon a chance to boost up and get back on defense here. Gonna want to see an early challenge here. The fusion's up, quick, too slow.
Great save by Juicy Box.
Counterattack opportunity, Atroy out. Overkill's there to meet it quickly. As no one from Avon was ready for the counterattack. But Beavercreek, again, to Juicy Box. Gets a touch, is Overkill, but Atroy looking for the 50. Gets a nice touch to the corner. Griffin Soy, however, no one to challenge him. Atroy, touch over to Overkill. Looks like the last opportunity will go to Beavercreek. Or possibly Avon if they overcommit a little bit. Griffin Soy opts to just kill the ball, and we go to overtime, game one. Back right kickoff for Avon. Goes for the 50.
Juicy Box has a lot of free time. One pre-jumping. Great block by Ops Overkill.
We're seeing this a lot, the pre-jumps from Beavercreek. They just know where the ball is going to go. I think maybe I would like to see some more fakes coming out from Avon. Maybe instead of hitting the ball high, just keeping it low on top of your car, go for a dribble play. But nonetheless, they are on offense. They're looking good here. Good challenge from Fusion. Atroy looking to get a touch here just to keep the pressure up. Griffin Soy is going to have a free touch here unless a Fusion can get in the middle of it. Good lead for Juicy Box as he gets another beat that is on target, but Overkill has a free save. Not for long though. Avon starting to press a little bit. Good cutout in the midfield from Overkill. A little bit of a mistouch there from Juicy Box, but ends up working out just fine. Beavercreek mounting their offense here. You see multiple players boosted up, but it's a good clear from Juicy Box to alleviate some of the pressure. Griffin, a little bit of time and space on the ball. Challenged out nicely though. Griffin gonna meet this ball in the corner, but it doesn't quite get a piece on it. Juicy Box, a little bit of time here, settled in his corner, but Yaricano is quick with the boost grab, making sure Juicy Box cannot get a play in transition, making sure there's no threat on his side of the pitch. Oxy Atroy getting a good string of 50s there, but no one to follow. Yaricano, time and space in the midfield, blocked out by Fusion. Overkill for the 50. Griffin puts it on target, and it goes off the post, and honestly a favorable bounce there for Avon. Juicy Box looking to control this one, maybe just hits it out to Yerikanu. Free ball mid.
Boost, this is not looking good for Avon. They're stuck on their half with 0 boost.
It's a little awkward, getting a little aggressive on these touches, getting hard touches instead of control touches, maybe panicking a little bit on the side of Avon. Will Beavercreek be able to capitalize on the nervousness, or will Avon be able to counterattack here? Looks like a good play from Atroy there, but doesn't amount to anything just yet.
Misread by Griffin, and this
Juicy Box
could be a
leaves
goal
it
for Avon.
Good try, too committed too. You see Yerikanu just maintains his boost so well there. Knows he's gonna need to make another touch on the ball. Juicy Box, that would have been a crazy shot. Atroy just calmly up for the ball, hitting it to his corner. He knows Juicy Box is there. Flick over one. Griffin Soy is able to meet it in the midfield. Atroy touches to a corner. It's good demo by Griffin Soy, but Juicy Box able to get back in time to make the crucial save. The ball dangerously bouncing across the net of Avon, but no one there from Beavercreek to capitalize. Low boost situation for Avon. Atroy cuts one out. A little bit of time for Yerikanu. Missed jump off the wall. No one on the right side of the net, on the side of the pitch. Time and space for Avon. They're working the ball well upfield, getting around the Beavercreek players. But Yerikanu's able to bail them out. And Griffin Soy going for the shot, cut out by Juicy Box.
Great demo by Fusion.
Good try in the bump by Juicy Box. That would have been big. Fusion left alone. He panics. And he misses the ball. And Yerikanu capitalizes. 4 minutes and 13 seconds of overtime in game 1. Almost 2 full Rocket League games played. And Beavercreek ice up when they needed to.
This is looking to be an exciting series. I mean, a 4.5-minute overtime in just game 1.
I agree. I think that's the longest overtime that Beavercreek has been in this event so far. Not too sure. Maybe they did. I think they had a long overtime with Avon when they played them in the group stage as well, with Avon coming out on top on that one, I believe.
Yes, I believe it was 2.5 minutes.
But Beavercreek getting the better of Avon in this overtime in the grand final. Moving on to game 2 here. Little pop shot from Yerikanu. Controlled well by Juicy Box. Good flick over one. Atroy loses control of the ball a little bit. Good dunk by Fusion. Beavercreek's going to need to get a touch here, but it's just off the backboard. Strong. Everybody's too close to follow. Fusion. Whiffy. Griffin takes the ball. Yerikanu go for the sidewall. Looks for the pixel perfect touch. Doesn't quite get it.
Shot by Juicy. Blocked by Overkill. Avon looking to keep this pressure. They do not want it to go in their half.
Good demo from Griffin Soy to alleviate some of the pressure. Put on by Avon. Yerikanu. Pop shot. I don't think that was in, but the touch works. It didn't end up an own goal. That would have been a tragic one, but Avon do not come out of this offense unscathed. Beavercreek.
Great read by Yerikanu.
Yeah, and a great shot too. A lot of power. Nobody back in net. And Beavercreek take the first goal in game 2. Yerikanu's up quick. Atroy has the backboard covered. Last man there, kind of scary, but he does well. Juicy Box, good flick. Followed by Atroy. The 50 doesn't go where they want it to. And now Beavercreek have a chance to kind of stabilize here in defense. Have a little bit of time to bang the ball. Yerikanu back upfield, off the ceiling.
Great read by Juicy Box. Great demo. Avon should have possession now.
Fusion. A little bit of whiffy. Atroy. Oh man, the third man from Avon committed. But the play was slow from Beavercreek. so they're not capitalizing on that mistake. But they do still have a pressure here. Atroy is up for this one quick. No one from Beavercreek jumped knowing they were beat, just opting to play the touch. Atroy, low boost here, gonna try to take control. Yerkanu with a crucial boost steal. Griffin Soy, a great dunk, noticing that nobody's back, and dunks it right into the Avon net. Well played. 2-0 for Beavercreek here in game 2. Default kickoff from both teams there. Overkill. Taking this one to the ceiling. Does he pass it? Does he shoot it? He passes it to Griffin. Blocked out. Juicy Box looking for a bump. Leaves it for his teammate. Fusion up to Atroy. Juicy Box jumps. Drops it down for his teammate. His teammate was going for boost. Maybe he stuck. If he stuck around, there was a shot opportunity there. Oh my goodness.
It's Overkill just missing the shot on net.
Griffin Soy going for the reset. Gets a couple extra touches. Even his teammate didn't expect that. But nonetheless, Overkill collects the ball. Controls it. Griffin, great 50. Had a shot opportunity. Cut out by Juicy Box. Fusion flipping this one out. Overkill leaves it. That could have been bad if he didn't get a touch there. Fusion a little bit of time in the corner. Has boost. Has time. Let's see what he can do. Misses the ball, but Juicy Box is there to cover. Atroy gets a touch, but it's only as far as Yerkanu, and he just bangs it out, allowing his teammates to get back.
Box left awkward. And this touch that passes it middle for the opposite team.
Yeah, it's a tough position. Last man back, you know you have to save the ball. I think maybe he was trying to control it a little better. His car just went away from the ball, and it was a free tap-in for Beavercreek. Fusion getting dunked there by Griffin.
Nice read out of Atroy.
To the backboard is Overkill. Fusion looked a little awkward there, but he gets the touch. And Atroy pushed up out of net a little bit too far. Can't make the save. And this is a 4-0 for Beavercreek. They're looking like they're dominant form now. Nothing, not holding back, not nervous. Looking like state winning form. It's up to Avon to bring this back. And in this game specifically, I don't know if they have much of a chance. They're going to have to get a goal here pretty quickly if they want to win this one. But I think looking ahead to the rest of the series, they need to get out of their defensive side. And when they do, they need to have boost so they can capitalize on the overextensions from Beavercreek. Because that's, I feel like Beavercreek's biggest weakness is their overextensions. And Avon's just not able to punish. So getting those extra boosts might be the key for Avon going ahead in game 3.
I have to agree with you there. I really think that this Avon team needs to keep demoing. I saw a lot of that the first game, but honestly, I'm not really seeing it in game 2.
I agree. Getting those demos in game 1 led to, well, quite a close overtime, and they're getting a little bit less physical, maybe a little complacent, and the game is a steamroll as a result. Yerkanu puts in the 5th. Is this the dagger?
A miscommunication from Avon leaves 2 defenders on the backboard, unable to read the slow shot on the ground.
18 seconds left. This game is all but over. But good looks for Avon in that game 1. All in all, this game felt pretty close. Hey, Juicy Box gets one at the end. I feel like this game just got away from them. The goals started rolling in for Beavercreek towards the end. But I think Avon still has a shot. If they can win this next game and start mounting a comeback, I think they just might be able to do it. So we can see here the difference in the offense. 4 shots to 14. 14 for Beavercreek and 4 for Avon. brutal.
I feel like we're seeing this time and time again. When Beavercreek has these close games with their opposing team, they tend to adjust pretty quickly and then blow out the game after.
Oh my goodness, Yerakanu, Meki, he's in that SSG decal, he's feeling it. Gets the reset, pop over the two defenders. Perfect slot. Well played, Yerakanu, and he's putting his team up 1 goal early in this game 3. Good demo as well. Griffin Soy getting a couple good touches here too. Overkill's there, quick with a shot.
Quick beat.
What a goal. And what a pass too. Juicy Box just gets a harder touch than maybe he anticipated there. Wanting to maybe control it a little bit better. And Beavercreek capitalize. 2-0. Fusion going for the solo play. Good
Almost
try.
got the dunk.
Yerakanu puts it backboard. No follow. Troy clearing it to the open space. I don't mind it. Juicy Box. Touch over to Fusion. Just kind of playing this midfield slowly, not taking too many risks. Fusion gonna play this one quick to the sidewall. Griffin didn't have the read on it, but neither did anybody on Avon, so Yerakanu was the first to meet him, but a good demo from Atroy and a good bump too to clear the open net. Yerakanu gets back with the save and the pinch. Is that in? What a play from Yerakanu. The heroic save into the Cookser pinch. What a play.
Man, we're seeing a lot of these Cookser pinches working out in favor of Beavercreek throughout this tournament.
Wow. Inspirational stuff, man. Just look at him. Overkill. Last man back here as his teammates kind of rotate in back post. Doesn't get the touch, but doesn't matter. Avon weren't ready for him to miss that ball. Juicy Box hits it mid. Fusion opts to leave the ball for Atroy. A little bit of a whiff there, but Yerakanu missed. Griffin Soy looking for the backboard read. Couldn't find it. Yerakanu. Zen touch. Reset. Not quite. Juicy Box with the open net. Perhaps a little bit of an over an extension from Beavercreek. Maybe getting a little bit too confident. Overkill. Oh, maybe just a mistouch actually from Overkill. And an easy conversion for Avon. Oh, an awkward touch. But Overkill's able to recover, make the save. Avon putting on the pressure. They are not out of this one just yet. Maybe they are now. Yerakanu! That could have been a huge goal to extend the lead to 3, but he missed. But now he's here again. Off the post. Griffin Soy hits it mid. No one's there. Bumped out by Juicy Box. Great bump. Goes for the shot. Misses. Atroy's there in the corner. Hits it waterfall. Leaves it for Juicy Box. A little bit disconnected on the follow there. Didn't know who was taking the ball. Atroy with a good challenge. Fusion pops it over. No one challenged, but what a read by Griffin Soy to defeat that attack there. Juicy Box gonna play this one back. Atroy kind of threw that ball away. I'm not too sure if that's what they wanted there. Yerakanu, failed play. Juicy Box just banged it down. It's gonna be easy collection on the backboard for Griffin as he gets the back right boost, but Atroy is there to meet him in the corner. Looks like he had a free shot there. Just kind of hit it too high. That would have put them within 1. Maybe gonna be kicking himself later for missing that. Juicy Box hitting it mid for Atroy. Does he hit it? Does he bump? Juicy Box dives hard as last man there. That looked like a Kaboy miss chow.
I feel like this Avon team is starting to panic a lot. We saw them kind of calm, cool, and collective in game 1, but now that pressure's starting to ramp up. They're kind of crumbling.
I agree.
Seen a lot of missed touches that are just giving free goals to the Beavercreek team.
We see Altroy dancing around the ball, but the inevitable is coming. They're down 3 goals with a minute left. They're going to have to get one quick here if they want to stay in this. And if they lose this game, they will need a reverse sweep against Beavercreek, who have looked quite unstoppable, to say the least. And a reverse sweep against them would be near impossible, it feels like, with the form they're in right now. And Yerikanu with a great pass mid. Shut out by Juicy Box. Gets another follow-up 50. Fusion over to Altroy, good 50. Trying to continue this offense, but it's just a little bit too little, too late. Juicy Box does get the goal here.
Great pass from Fusion middle.
Maybe off the back of a kickoff strat and a quick goal afterward, we could see an Avon overtime here, but they're gonna need something special. Here's Altroy going up, solo play. Met out by Griffinsoy, and I think that challenge might have just won them the game. Yerikanu taking his time on the ball. He just knows time is the factor that's gonna win them the game. Juicy Box out to Fusion, and it seems that was their last chance to get a foot back into the game, but Beavercreek is closing the door, and they might get another. Keeping the ball up, they're hungry. They want to win, and they want to make it dominant too. Altroy fakes out. Griffinsoy's there. They're keeping this ball up quite some time here. Yerikanu slams it to the backboard.
Looking for one more for the road.
And the ball will go down. 3-0 for Beavercreek. Remember, this is a best of 7. So Avon are still in the game, but they're going to need to win 4 straight if they want to win the series. Man, that would be quite the task at hand. 12 shots to 7. Avon, more shots than they normally get, or have gotten, against Beavercreek here. Not a bad showing, but it feels when Beavercreek gets going, it's hard to stop. And you see here, Avon taking the time, talking over the loss, taking their full minute of break time here. They're passionate. They want to win. I don't blame them. And they're all running up, and we're going into game 4. It's do or die for Avon. And Beavercreek, well, they have a lot of chances here to close it out. Here we go. Back right, lose kickoff for Avon. Altroy going for the reset. Leaves it for Fusion. Weak shot on. Yerikanu, time and space, goes for the sidewall. Gets the double, but not on target. But his team is there to follow so well. Overkill now in the Dominus. Oh, good try there from Fusion on the dunk. That almost went in. Juicy Box gonna stay on this one here. Just try to be a nuisance. Griffin bumped out by Altroy. Juicy Box looking for the reset. Doesn't quite find the pop that he wanted. It's an easy save for Griffin.
Altroy's gonna get boost and time with the ball. One jumping off the ceiling.
Altroy, no boost. Fusion, no boost. Juicy Box, no boost. None of them have boost for this offense here. Fusion misses the ball. These mechanical errors just can't be happening against a team as quality as Beavercreek. Maybe you don't need to play perfect, but you need to play pretty darn close to it. Overkill. Just opting to bang this one out. Not taking too many risks here. looking to close the game out. Juicy Box going ahead to bump for his teammate, but just puts one on, and it's an easy save. I don't even think it was in, but it would have been an easy save or overkill, but Juicy Box looking to solo play it. Good force from Griffin, good save from Yerakanu. Juicy Box is going to read this one. Blocked out by Griffin. Yerakanu bangs one out to Griffin. Griffin just slams it on net. It's going to be a easy save for Juicy Box and a follow from Atroy, but cut out by Yerakanu. As we see this game 4 a little bit closer than the last couple games. Avon's trying to get into the series a little bit, trying to feel their opponent out.
Avon looking pretty strong this game. They're trying to. They're still in it.
They are still in it, but they're gonna need to win 4 in a row to win the series. But it all starts with one. Shot from Atroy blocked out. Oh man, that was a third man commit.
Open net for Beavercreek.
Man, like, they need a goal, but not that bad. You don't want to send your third man that heavy onto the play, and Beavercreek have a free conversion. 1-0. Good try on the ball.
Takeoff for Beavercreek.
Yerakanu just able to tank the bump, holds his flip, and hits it around Atroy, who thought maybe Yerakanu was off the ball, but Yerakanu has great recovery mechanics and is always on the ball. Good fake on the first, gonna leave it for his teammate perhaps. This one's looking pretty dire for Avon. They're gonna need to get a goal here pretty quickly and fend off Beavercreek's attack.
Avon just needs to send it all. They just need to play constant offense.
Yeah, at this point, I don't mind them getting overly aggressive because they need the goals and they need them quick. They don't have a lot of time. I don't mind sending the third man now on these plays. But first, they need to establish pressure. Good fake from Juicy Box. But it seems that the third man is pushed up. 2 second mans for Avon there caused a lack of pressure, a collapse.
By both teams. Here, Connor up. He's looking for the double tap. Cleared out by Atroy.
54 seconds left. It's do or die. Oh my goodness, Griffin Soy. He puts the nail in the coffin. Avon's coffin. And this one's all but over here, folks. I mean, Beavercreek, they're looking unstoppable. 3 goals in 50 seconds against a peaking Beavercreek would be near impossible.
I have to agree with you there. It is not looking good for Avon at this moment.
Strong clear, but met well. Overkill to the backboard. Looking to send Avon home. And home they will be going because Beavercreek, 3 goals in 15 seconds is not possible. So Beavercreek, with a dominant showing in the grand finals, 3-0 in the final game. They don't feel pressure, it seems. They show up, they win. And when they did, your 2026 Esports Ohio State Champions, Beavercreek. And you have to give credit to Avon. They had a good showing. It feels like the defining moment of the series was in that game 1. If Avon was able to get that game 1, maybe we would see a different outcome here. But Beavercreek were able to steamroll in this final. And I would like to say a very nice congratulations to Beavercreek. They showed a very dominant form of themselves today and yesterday, which earned them the state title. GG's, well played. I have been Kaboymas on the mic, joined with here Danny, and that's the end of the games.
Thank you all for tuning in.
Yep, Beaver Creek is your winners. Congratulations. Goodbye, everyone.